Hi everyone, I'm here at the Fremantle port looking at the Australian sheep being exported overseas, and I'm with Holly, who works for Emmanuel Exports. Now Holly is a vet, and when the sheep are exported from Australia to the Middle East, Holly is one of the vets that is on the sheep for the 2-week journey. Holly, can you tell people in my electorate that have written to me about this issue what you do as a vet on the ship and what's in place for animal welfare for the 60,000 sheep or so that go on a boat like the one behind us?
Thanks, Luke. My name's Holly Luderman. I'm an Australian accredited veterinarian. I also work as a compliance manager for live export companies. I have travelled accompanying the voyages and there's lots of welfare and quality assurance measures in place all the way from Australian farms to the importing country. So as a vet on board, you're typically involved in the daily routine, which is getting all animals up, ensuring access to clean, fresh food and water, monitoring ventilation systems, temperatures, humidities, and all this is provided to the Australian Federal Government in a daily report that's completely transparent. The daily care, there's 30 crew on board, the vessel that you've been on board today, as well as Australian stock people, Australian veterinarians, and now the government's got independent observers on there. So we've also got their reports coming out, which is really important for the Australian public to trust the industry, and we're better to get it than from independent government vets, as well as Australian vets on board.
So when you were on your last voyage, you might have had 66,000 sheep on board. How many of those sheep would die, for example, and what would be sort of standard practice,
The industry average is quite low. The last voyage that I sailed on was 0.3%.
0.3.
So the reportable is 1% at the moment. It's been reduced by the federal government, and that just means it's investigated. And so as a vet on board, you're doing post-mortems, you're investigating why there might be mortalities, is there something you need to look into, and that's really important for managing health and welfare.
Okay. And I noticed that when the sheep were being loaded onto the ship, they're checked there as well beforehand, and if they're not fit to travel, they don't go on board. You've also got like a little sick bay on board too, if there's some animals that are sick. What's involved with that, and what would cause them to be sick on the boat?
There's multiple points of quality assurance at the quarantine facility, here at the wharf as they're loaded. They're also, any sick or injured animals are removed, and then again on the boat we have hospital pens, any sick or injured animals. So the main causes will be maybe lameness, they've hurt a leg. The other reasons can be pneumonia or gastrointestinal, so things like diarrhea. So all of those things are monitored closely. Animals can be treated, provided chaff, and again all that information is in the daily report to the federal government.
And this has been really interesting for me as someone who hasn't grown up on the farm, or I've grown up in Brisbane in my electorate. It's been interesting to have a look, see how the sheep are loaded and how Australian exports are working. So I hope you find this information useful, and you'll take Holly's advice as a vet on board firsthand and listen to what she's got to say. Thank you, Holly.
Thanks.